Hello, we are group number 1 and we are going to talk about Mexico. The members are Andrés López as Chavo del Ocho, Omenoa as Pati, Esteban Ruiz as Don Ramón, Osmar Salazar as Professor Girafal,
and Alison Clavon
La Chilindrina.
Mexico. Mexico is a federal republic in North America. It's bordered on the north by the United States, on the southern west on Pacific Ocean, on the southeast by Guatemala, Belize, and Caribbean Sea. Mexico is the 50th largest country in America.
Tourists in Mexico. The biggest influence of tourists in Mexico are from the United States and Canada. We have the National Museum of History in Oaxaca. It's one of the most rich museums in sculptures. Also, we have the Museum of Frida Kahlo that is beautiful, and Frida Kahlo was one of the biggest artists in Mexico. Then we have the Acapulco beaches. The Acapulco beach is one of the biggest beach in Mexico, and also it's beautiful and it's wide, the scene, and it's incredible. Then we have the most incredible rings of Mesoamericans. These rings are really old, like almost 500 years old. And then the culture of Mexico, it's a communication of Europeans and Mesoamerican cultures that are mixed, and they make a rich culture.
The Mexican food has been considered the human patrimony. The traditional food of Mexico is chilaquiles, are the breakfast dish. Pozole is a pre-Hispanic soup. Tacos al pastor is considered the most important variety of tacos. The other dish of Mexico is tostadas, elotes, mole, and guacamole. Guacamole is the main ingredient in Mexican food. The burrito recipe of corn tortillas, beans, tomatoes, and onions.
Traditions and celebrations. The most popular tradition in Mexico is Dia de los Muertos. It is celebrated on 1 and 2 November across the country, with cultural events that depends on the variety of each region. The regions that celebrate this tradition are Michoacán and Xochimilco. Another celebration is Candelaria's Day. The Day of the Virgin Candelaria is a celebration framed by preparing atole and tamales. They also has a tradition to dress the Niño Jesús. One of the places with more attachment to this celebration is Veracruz. And the last celebration is Mariachi. Mariachi is a recognized symbol of Mexico. For Mexican, is the traditional music that forms part of family events such as weddings, birthdays, and funerals.
Traditional Mexican clothing combines native and European elements. Typical women clothing includes skirt, wulpi, melt, rebozo. Typical men clothing includes zarape and traditional box. As for Mexican clothing used on celebration, we can find a different costume for almost every special day of the year.
Famous people of Mexico. One of them is the Santo. He was a professional fighter and also professional actor. After him we have Chicharito. He's a football player. He used to play in Manchester United. Actually, he plays in Real Madrid. After him we have Frida Kahlo. She was a great painter of Mexico. She was recognized like a very clever woman. After her we have Roberto Gómez Bolaños. He was a great director, writer and comedian of Mexico. We know about him like he wrote Chespirito, Chavo del Ocho, and many things more. He was one of the most popular person in Mexico.
And this was Mexico y la vecindad del Chavo. Cheers!